Inter Miami is going to the MLS Cup for the first time. Let's talk about it.
Ain't been tight, never known curfews. Sunday night quiet, I ain't even out my church shoes. I done been wide, premarital guessing perfumes. Psycho in a lot, they keep asking me who hurt you. Dreaded for diapers, ain't that some shit? You think buying beers and pacifiers made me a pacifist? There's a list of asses that I like to whip in this timeline.
Hey, yo, what's up? Welcome to Sports World Talk Soccer, where we talk the world of soccer, aka football, aka the beautiful game. And today I got excitement, I got energy for my team, Inter Miami, going to the MLS Championship, advancing past the conference finals against New York City FC, which they're a good team. They got a lot of potential in the future. I definitely would like to see them continue being great, but I love this moment right here. And it wasn't the typical win that everybody always says that, okay, hey, Messi bailed them out, or they only won because Messi this, Messi that, and Messi. Messi is a big key figure on Inter Miami, but this is another great way of winning by showing that, hey, we're not just Messi. You got the man Allende getting a hat trick with 3 goals. You got the young fellow, Savini, him getting a goal himself as well. Segovia coming off the bench, getting a goal as well, showing that, hey, our depth is getting better. Our consistency as well is a big word I always speak on when I speak on Inter Miami and other teams and stuff like that, but definitely consistency of being able to step up. You know, Allende stepping up, capitalizing off opportunities like in the first half. He got that brace. Opportunity, right place, right time. Make sure you capitalize off that. Put that pressure on the team early, and that's what they did. So it wasn't a game to where, people are like, oh, Messi, he scored 2 goals, 3 goals, and stuff like that. It was a game to where the team actually won everything. The whole team together. And I think going forward, that's what we're going to have to get from them, especially if we're going up against San Diego, or who I think was going to go to the championship is Vancouver. Going up against one of those teams, we have to have our depth playing the way they are. You know what I mean? We got to definitely have them being more consistent. Our young guys are showing, hey, y'all made the right decision by, having Suarez come off the bench. By playing the way they're playing, which I think, having Suarez come off the bench could gave them the confidence of, hey, let me step up. Hey, let me fill that void right here. Let me seize that opportunity, because I think it's definitely been a plus. You know what I mean? And like I said before, Suarez coming off the bench, I think that is a pretty good idea. Like I said, he has the IQ. He has the smartness to help out these young fellas. He just don't have the capability physically all the time. But he can go in there and jump and give you 15, 20 minutes if he needs to. I think that's best bet. But I love what I saw from Miami. Depth does matter. We're going to see more and more out of our young guys that we've been wanting to see for the longest. Silvetti, I think he's definitely someone that I have a favorite towards him. Just seeing him, how he plays, how he's aggressive, how he's not afraid. I love that. I know a lot of people say, oh, he's not going to last long. He's going to be with MLS just year or 2 years and then get bought and everything. But again, in Miami, this could possibly be a guy that you can hold on to for the next 5 to 10 years as far as being a face of the franchise after Messi, if he fulfills his potential. So I'm not quick to, hey, sell him and everything. I'm not a big fan of that. But, hey, I think he can be that guy. You know what I mean? He has the potential. 19, 20 years old, he has it, And if you get all the other young guys around them, if we get what we thought we had out of Allende, get him playing, continue playing the way he's playing, we got something solid. You know what I mean? Segovia is another one that he has potential as well. If we get him playing the way we should, we got something special. Another question is this. With making the decisions of not playing Suarez, starting him like that and everything, and making the changes and stuff, do we tip our hat off to our coach? A lot of people always want to bash him when things go wrong and stuff like that. But is this a moment to tip our hat off to Javier? I'm just saying those decisions, they had to be made. He made those decisions, like it or not, whether Suarez got mad or anything like that. Hey, Segovia, I know that you played a good bit of the season, but I'm starting the young fella. You know what I mean? And those, decisions, I think are key decisions and everything. But, I think Miami has something. They have something. I think they are young enough to be fresh out there. They're young enough to, to beat one of the other teams. But they're not too young to be too inexperienced. And where they are lacking in experience, you do have Suarez, you do have Messi, you do have Busquets, you do have Jordi Alba, Rodrigo de Paul, and more to help out where those young guys are lacking in experience. You know what I mean? So big love in that. I'm super happy for that. We're going up against, either San Diego or Vancouver. If I had to choose who I want to win, I probably would choose San Diego, just because that's a first-year team. They've had a lot of success their first year. I like the whole Cinderella story and everything, but I don't know. Something just telling me that Vancouver is going to get it. Vancouver isn't going to go out to the MLS Cup, and be a pushover. They're going to have to be a team where, hey, we may need 1 or 2 goals from Messi and then our young guys. To beat Vancouver, we're going to have a game just like our last game against Cincinnati. We're going to have the game like that right there if we're going to beat a team like Vancouver. So, but let me know what you think. How do you feel about Inter Miami going to the MLS Championship for the first time? And what better way to bring in that new stadium than having that trophy from the conference finals, than having that trophy right here for the MLS Cup Finals and everything? What better way to bring in that stadium? I think that has to be some motivation. That has to be a key, push of why we want to win it this year, so we can bring in that new stadium with these trophies and everything. I think is amazing. I can't wait for it. Next game, championship next week. I think it's going to be Vancouver. And like I said, I got to go with my team. But let me know what you think, and let's talk about it.
There's a list of asses that I like to whip in this timeline.